Alright folks, welcome back to the Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled playthrough, and today we're going to be starting off in Citadel City, starting off with Engine Labs. Now, I know this was a bit, the part was, ended a bit premature, started right before the race was, before the lights out came out in what was Engine Labs, but unfortunately the recording by, the recording capturing, sorry, I forgot what it was. The recording function of my PS4 exceeded the limit of what I had on in the based on the settings, and unfortunately it couldn't record the beginning. So unfortunately, it seemed like we're missing a bit of me going into the portal, and of course, but at least it cut the loading times out, which is a good thing though. So. But then again, that's what this playthrough is going to be all about, cutting all the loading times out, because it has long loading times, so I can actually cut it out thanks to, of course, Share Factory has a good. It's pretty easy to do in terms of editing, but in terms of the gameplay itself, I'm playing as none other than Engineer's Little Toot in a ballerina outfit. Oh my god! Now, for those who are not in the know, his ballerina uniform was actually in, of course, I think Crash Tag Team Racing. I think it was Crash Tag Team Racing. Yes, I've got that game, but I haven't still started playing that yet. We got it on the GameCube version, so I might I'll have to whip out my GameCube and start playing that and see what I think of it. But in terms of that, I do absolutely find it hilarious as a grown, doctor with a rocket that was attached onto his head as life support. Basically, after having that rocket accident of his, after experimenting with rockets, he basically couldn't even set. He could be a ballerina. I didn't even know he could be a ballerina as well, and it really is hilarious though. So, how can grown men become ballerinas and have a pink tutu? I would love to do that. Well, I would love to see that one day. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I remember. In Ratchet & Clank 3, there's a cheat where you can actually put Captain Quark in a tutu. I might show that off when I do my, of course, my replay of the game in challenge. If I do the challenge mode run of Ratchet & Clank 3 one day. Might need to do a bit of a practice run on Ratchet & Clank 3 just to get me in the mood, in the groove, because I haven't played Ratchet & Clank for a very long time. I might be a bit rusty, so I might have to do a bit of a practice run before I can start off with Ratchet & Clank again. Alright, so we are going to see the podium animation of what... Ooh, look at that. Ballerina style. That's great. I would love to see Engine participate in a ballet. That would be hilarious. We'll probably... either in animation or possibly in an SMM animation, but if anybody can get the muzzle done. Well, good. No shit, Uka Uka. I already won a trophy already. Because I actually rule. I actually played this game so many times, and I know the track layouts from the original version of the game. So, because of that. Right, now for Cortex Castle, we're going to play as... let's see... Pharaoh Cortex. Yes, let's do Pharaoh Cortex in a castle in a medieval setting, in a Renaissance setting. Right, let's put on quartz. Yeah, it's a bit too pinky though, but it'll do because I would have used red and white, but then again that would be a bit but then again red and white and red, but it's basically represents the Japanese flag though, so... Okay, so it's Cortex Castle. It's a pretty challenging circuit, but as long as you know how to stay ahead of the competition, you will be just fine. Now, in terms of my online performance on of course, some of the tracks on Citadel City, I'm not too bad. Engine Labs is a bit, iffy because of, the blind spots. Cortex Castle will fare a little bit better because, of course, you got that shortcut. I know how to use the shortcut. That you can use. Just before you get on that big jump, just before the big jump. Just after you got jumped off the ramparts, off the part of the castle. And of course, in terms of the music itself, the dynamic part of it is, of course, when you get to the church section, it'll have church organs playing in the background, which is really amazing. You couldn't hear it at the time because I still got my Uka Uka mask. Oh yeah, Uka Uka. Or as you say, Cortex! Why are you failing me? Yes, sorry about my impersonation of Clancy Brown. That's Clancy Brown's version. Cortex! Now, admittedly, I do miss Clancy Brown as both Cortex and Uka Uka, as they're the ones I've grown up with. And I do like Cortex's, Uka Uka's voice as Uka Uka's voice by Clancy Brown. But I don't mind John DiMaggio. John DiMaggio is pretty good as well. I do like John DiMaggio is pretty good. I mean, for God's sake, he voiced Bender in Futurama, for God's sake. If you got if every Crash fan out there actually watch Futurama, John DiMaggio actually is the voice of Bender. He's done a lot of voices in video games as well. He's done Uka Uka, well, he started to voice him in Titans games, but those were absolute regurgitated crap. But I didn't mind John DiMaggio reprising his role in Insane Trilogy and this game, as long as he is a lot more better this time around. At least John DiMaggio actually now voices Tiny. At least it gives him a proper voice, though. And of course, it's good to see good old Lex Lang is also good old Cortex again. I do like Lex Lang as Cortex. He does the voice pretty well. I mean, I would definitely say he's a lot akin to good old Clancy Brown himself. I do like both Clancy Brown. I think both Clancy Brown and Lex Lang have done pretty good jobs with Cortex's voice. Oh, it's the Pharaoh Cortex. Now, this guy is unlockable in the Nitro Grand Prix, and I'm going to be honest with you, I do like this skin. It gives out a more Egyptian tone to him. If you've played the Egyptian levels in Crash 3, you'll understand the reference. Pharaoh Cortex. Now that Cortex Castle is done, we can now go on to one of my favourite tracks of the game, Hot Air Skyway. I love this track. Now, in terms of my performance online, I don't really have a preference on that one, but I'm going to be honest with you, I do love Hot Air Skyway. I played it a shit ton of times on the original PlayStation version. But, of course, ladies and gentlemen, I am playing as none other than Crunch Bandicoot. Now, for those who don't know, Crunch Bandicoot wasn't in Crash Team Racing because at the time he wasn't created. He debuted on Graph Cortex, if you guys remember, and his first playable appearance was Crash Nitro Kart. So it's really fantastic to see Crunch is actually in the game.
Hey, how's my exhaust taste?
He has a different voice actor though, so I would have preferred to see Kevin Michael Richardson come back as him again, but the new voice actor is pretty good though. He does a good job with Crunch though. And I'm going to be honest with you, I actually love his motorsport skin. Look at that. He's absolutely he is really fantastic in his motorsport skin. Of course, that was also the same Grand Prix when we were introduced to when Torna and the Trophy Girls became playable for the first time. We got off at Torna's first playable appearance, and then we got the 4 Trophy Girls. Liz, Megumi, Army, and Isabella, who originally presented the trophies in the original game. Good old cut. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I do like Crunch Bandicoot. He is a likable character, but sometimes, like, I'm going to be honest with you, he hasn't had enough playable appearances, and the only times he's playable is racing games, and I'm not quite sure if he was playable in that awful Crash Boom Bang, but I will want to, find out, considering that game was absolute trash. I think it was technically Torna's first playable appearance, but I'm going to be honest with you, I think Torna's redesign was a bit, ugh. I felt Torna's redesign in the Insane Trilogy was a lot more better than her Crash Boom Bang, redesign, to be fairly honest. So yeah, so those who are not in the know, I absolutely love Hot Air Skyway. I love this track. I played this track to death when I rented this game, rented the original version of Crash Team Racing several times. Absolute brilliant track this is. Oh, definitely. And if once I got this, this playthrough, the adventure mode done, I could also show you, of course, the cups from all the other cups, ladies and gentlemen. All the other cups, ladies and gentlemen. I can show you, of course, all the cups in Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Well, from representing all the tracks from Crash Nitro Kart and, of course, the DLC tracks as well. Oh, God's sake, I didn't get it off in time. That's the trouble with TNT. You have to go off it, hop off 5 times. But if you're on a ramp, then you can't jump off enough times. Unless you have a happy trigger finger, that TNT is going to explode before you have a chance to get it off. So that's just lame. Now, for those who are not in the know, and for those who are waiting for my next CTR online reel, I do apologise. It's taken a bit of time because, of course, I've got to, do a lot of projects like this. I'm hoping to get this the playthrough started and uploaded on YouTube as soon as possible. Hopefully, I can get everybody to watch this. Hope everybody can absolutely enjoy this. As you probably can tell, I made a few mistakes because, of course, well, consider the fact I play the Grand Prix mode. It's kind of really hectic though. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah, this is what crunch is all about. I'm sorry if this is taking a long time to get this done, but it's gonna be done because, of course, I got a lot of things to do. Like this is how it plays. DSP tries it, and work getting in the way, but some things have to be prioritized. Some things have to be prioritized. And it has said, and there's nothing I can do to change it, so yeah. Okay, so we're going to go off to the final main stage of the game, Oxide Station. But first of all, let's change our character again. Alright, so we were going to go for, alright, let's see. Let's go for Electron Coco. I'm going to be honest with you, I do like Coco's Electron. And I'm going to be honest with you, I love Coco's Electron skin. It's absolutely amazing. It makes more of a space ranger. Same thing with Crash's Electron skin, but I think Cortex looks more like a space invader. Oh, we got Robot Cortex. Robot Corty. Now, I had to get that reference from MP Carlson. MP Carlson's YTPs are awesome. I'm going to be honest with you. I absolutely loved Mash Bandicoot was without doubt one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I might make a Let's Watch on it one day. I actually might be going back into doing Let's Enjoys, Let's Endures, Let's Watches, everything. So yeah, ladies. So Oxide Station. I'm gonna be honest with you. I absolutely love this one as well. It's an absolutely fantastic track as well. It's one of the longest tracks in the game, but it's really, really full. But it's really quite. It's quite a challenging track, but it is pretty good though. But it's good. But unlike Hot Air Skyway, at least you can't guarantee to fall off unless you're hit by unless you actually blindside yourself into a projectile. Like, literally. Alright, so there we go. There's Coco. Really speeding along in her I'm going to be honest with you, I do like Coco's Electron skin. It's definitely one of the best skins in the game. I might do like a top 15 list of my favourite skins based on the Grand... Once all the Grand Prix are finished, I could do a top 15 unlockable skins in the game, so yeah. Yeah, hang on indeed. Whee! Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I do actually like the reaction of the characters. If you actually look at the... If you actually use the front view... Yes, that's right, the front view. You can actually see the characters' face... The characters, you know, animations of what their reactions are like when they go through a long jump. Now, that's definitely... Because a lot of them have different animations. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Like... Crash Team Racing has gone a long way in terms of, you know, in terms of presentation compared to the original. I mean, the original version, there was not much animations on the characters except for when they jump off or when they turn their vehicles or anything like that. And in the fourth, and in on the PS4 version, and now that we come to, of course, the current gen of consoles, thanks that Beanox did a fantastic, amazing job with the presentation. It's absolutely amazing. Like, the animations themselves are amazing. The graphical presentation is just absolute out of this world. I mean, using the same engine as Insane Trilogy was. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do absolutely think that Beanox did absolutely amazing with this game's presentation. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, there was a few things I didn't really think that was great, especially with the microtransaction thing. Yes, the microtransaction thing was, you know, unnecessary, but it wasn't Beanox's decision to put it in. It was Activision's. But I was still play this game no matter what, because I absolutely love it. Microtransactions alone will not stop me from playing this game. Even if I'm still getting frustrated with how much I'm getting beaten up online, but I would still play this game no matter what. Just to get a lot of stuff on. Just to get a lot of unlockables. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. It's fantastic. And this is Electron Coco's victory animation. Definitely the Attack of the Space Bandicoots. Oh, here we go.
What, you call that racing? Forget about it. If you's gonna race Oxide, you's gonna have to get past me first.
Oh, yeah?
I'm the speed champion here, and I'm gonna save the world. For a sizable fee, of course.
Oh, yeah? Bring it on, Pinstripe, you potaroo bastard! Alright, so I think I know what I'm going to be doing, and there's no other thing to beat Pinstripe than, of course, Torna Bandicoot! Now, some people are probably wondering, why am I using Torna when, of course, it's for those... Torna Bandicoot is basically Pinstripe's wife! Well, guess what, folks? I'm going to be honest with you, that is not canon. Not at all. Right, here we go. Now, out of all the bosses, Pinstripe is possibly the hardest one in the game because he throws bombs at you. So so it is crucial to get ahead as soon as possible. One lesson that DSP never learns. Try and get ahead of Pinstripe as soon as possible. If you don't, you're fucked. Good old... So that's what I just done. I just managed to get to... Oh, whoa! Oh dear, I just went a bit too fast. But at least if you're still ahead of... But the key is keep power sliding as much as you possibly can. Keep your boosts up and you will be fine. And use the shortcut as well. And keep using shortcuts. Like this. Yes, the last time I did that, I kind of felt... sometimes the shortcut works and sometimes it doesn't because the physics have been changed compared to the original, but... Wow. Have I even got that far? Oh, wait a minute, I have. Sorry, my bad. We're going up and down and up. We're moving up and down, side to side, like a roller coaster. That's kind of something that I wanted to reference is Mr. Lando Norris himself. Alright. Sorry about that. I just needed to make sure my voice is still in good order. Poor old Pinstripe. Oh, Pinstripe is getting left behind. But of course, a person who, of course, well, sorry folks, but this pretty much proves that the manga representing Pinstripe being Torna's new boyfriend is basically falsified. Sorry, but Torna will always be Crash's girlfriend no matter what. Even if Pasadena or Possum tries to, you know, steal her from him from her, still tries to steal Crash from Torna, Torna will still be Crash's fiance. Get out of my... look at the distance. Look at the gap between me and Pinstripe. Look at that. Years of playing the game, and I still have got what it takes to beat that. To beat that gangster bastard. And I can still use that shortcut. Definitely key. And of course, that was too easy on my hands. If anybody struggles with Pinstripe, this is how you do it.
So, you've beat me fair and square. I doubt you'll be this lucky with Oxide.
Well, I would.
Here's a key for your troubles. Ah, brother.
Oh dear. Alright, so now that all 4 bosses have been done, we can now face Oxide for the first time.
Terra Vermin has finally collected all the trophies to become world champions. What took you so long? Now we prove who the fastest driver really is.
Oh, really? We'll see about that, Oxide. Sorry about that. We'll see what happens when, of course, you get egg in your face. First of all, let's go with Electron Corte for this one. We're playing as Cortex again in this part, but this time going up against Oxide. It is Electron skin. And this time around, we are going back into the Oxide Station for the first of 2 duels against face-offs against Oxide. And of course, inevitably, he gets the head start. Alright. Get out of there, you. Get out of there, you stinky alien. Sorry, Oxide, but this race is mine. The planet will always be ours, no matter what. Oh dear. So, oh dear, he's trying to catch me. Oh dear, oh dear, Oxide, what are you gonna do? You're never gonna catch up with me. Oh, wait a minute, he's actually fallen off. Oh, he's fallen off. Well, maybe he might have gotten set back. I don't know what happened, but still, I think he's definitely gonna rage like Phil is. Oh dear, so inevitably I'm still dominating Oxide. Oh yeah. Oh, I can act it. Now, the thing I've noticed about the boss music compared to the original soundtrack is that in the remade soundtrack, you can actually hear, you know, more variant themes, like of course the jungle variant on Papu's challenge. Then of course we had the more, you know, you got a sitar playing on the Komodo Joe's challenge. Then we got the a more you know, swing, a more, you know, showman's like a more showman like Showtime like thing. I think after Showtime like theme on the Pinstripe challenge, and now we have a more sci-fi like a more sci-fi synthesizer like sound on the more, you know, UFO and extraterrestrial like thing, like the X-Files is. Kind of like the X-Files or all those Alien B movies that we used to see. Because we all went out of space, that's inevitably why. Well, I kind of... Oh, speaking of which, I do have a game called Destroy All Humans. That kind of, you know, counts as extraterrestrial. Yeah. Yeehaw! Oh, I'm nearly finished, guys. Look at this. I'm nearly finished. I'm nearly finished. I'm nearly finished. Yes! Got him. I got Nitros Oxide. He's finally done. I've done the first of 2 duels.
Ah! I can't believe you beat me. I never lose. How embarrassing. I'll be the laughingstock of all Gasmoxian. Fine. Your miserable planet stays gushy and green. At least you still haven't gathered all my time relics. Until you've collected all of those and raced me again, you'll never be able to claim you are the fastest. This won't be the last time you'll face Nitros Oxide. We will meet again.
Of course, we will meet again. In another we'll meet again. Definitely. Okay, so that is it from the trophy run. But we are far from over, folks, because we've still got the relics and the CTR tokens to collect, the gem cups to do, and all the other things that required for the 100% run. So basically, required for the 100%, we got to get everything else done. Getting all the trophies and defeating Oxide and the other bosses is only just the beginning. As we all know, we've got like the tons of things we got. If you thought getting the trophies is just the beginning, you're wrong. We've still got tons of stuff to do in this game in the adventure mode. So, of course, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time for when I'm going to start off with the CTR tokens collecting. And, of course, afterwards, we've also got the relics to do, but I'm not going to show that on screen because, you know, inevitably, it's only just for, you know, completional purposes and, of course, getting all the relics. I'm only going to show 2 of the relic races just for the sake of, you know, progression. And then, of course, we've got the gem cards to do. So I'll see you guys next time for where we're going to start off with the CTR token. So I'll see you guys next time.